I got calls. Bro, tell me something bullish, bro. Tell me something bullish, bro. I got calls, man. Please. Please tell me something bullish, bro. Bro. Bro, please tell me something bullish, dude. I have calls. I have calls, bro. What am I drawing? What am I drawing? What am I drawing, bro? I have no clue, but this looks like, I don't know. It looks like it's right, but that's not even what I like to go off of, okay? Like I said, I think we get to 550, 552 before we get any significant pullback. I mean, that's what the market usually does. Probably like 548. I don't know, bro. I don't know, but that's not even where the majority of gains will be, okay? The majority of gains will be in these small caps, which we will be going over, and individual stocks overall, okay? That's what the main gains are going to be. The Qs, I mean, you can look at this and obviously it's bullish. This is a bullish chart. We haven't reached the top yet until we see these crypto moves happening. You know, the price targets that we have hit, Bitcoin to 125K, you know, the total crypto market cap to around 4 trillion. You know, I'm not going to be bearish at all until I see some of these other price targets hit, because that's just the way the market moves, okay? That's just the way the market moves. Now, if you missed these opportunities in the Qs in SPY, which most of you guys did, you want to start paying attention to IWM and you know, these smaller cap things, especially IWM. Like IWM looks insanely bullish right now, and I told you guys, this will end up making you the most amount of money right now. Okay, now of course we made a bunch of money with Amazon. Like we made 1,500% on Amazon, you know, based off of some of the things I shared in the Discord. Like this was just too easy. Okay, some of this stuff is just, we knew this was gonna happen, and we had the second price target to 250. We told you to get calls over here. You know, you're gonna make money in stuff like Amazon and and what else did it go, like Netflix. I think all these are going now. Okay, like these were the late, and you know it's funny. We talked about this before. Like we told you this was gonna happen when it was at 700, when it reached all time highs, etc. Okay, so if you want to know what's gonna happen with the market, you know you don't want to be you don't want to be getting into calls up here. You want to be getting into calls down here where nobody's talking about it. You want to pay attention, okay? Because this is what's gonna end up being next up, which is, you know, IWM, small caps, etc. Okay, if you want to be ahead of the curve, you want to start looking at small caps and IWM. Okay, we have a price target all the way to $280 on the small caps. Okay, and this is IWM. All right, this is IWM based off of a few things that we're looking at right here. Okay, and also this week that you had, this is probably the most bullish week for a lot of you guys to finally hop into a position. Okay, this is getting messy. Okay, let me delete all this. I don't want to delete it. I don't want to delete it, but I'm gonna delete all this. Okay, but look at this. We're gonna come back to this in 2 months. I'm literally gonna go live, and we're gonna come back to this in 2 months. You're gonna be like, dang, bro, you was right again. You were right again, bro. How do you know what the market is gonna do before it does it? How do you know? How do you know? I'm gonna explain to you guys how I know. But when something gets, first of all, a lot of people might think this is a double top. Sure, it's gonna fake out. Some people they're gonna think it's a double top, but this is really gonna reach our target at 280 plus. Okay, once it gets to all time highs and breaks all time highs, it's gonna end up continuing with momentum to go to that next level, which is 280. Okay, but if you look at IWM on a shorter time frame, if you're bullish on any small caps, okay, this is small cap season. This is high risk asset season. This is what you need to be paying attention to right now. Okay, you literally have IWM. You literally have IWM. Now this may get lower to 228, but I'm telling you right now, this is probably the perfect entry for you to start averaging into something. And when we're talking about getting into these contracts, when we're talking about getting into this, I'm not talking about next week. Okay, you want to probably buy some time on it. You want to buy some time. You want to look for March calls on something like this, and you even have hidden bull divergence happening. Okay, this is probably the last entry before you get before you get some. You know what I'm saying? But this is probably the last entry. before this actually starts going absolutely crazy, you want to buy these pullbacks, okay? I absolutely love IWM right here. It's been doing the same thing, for a while here. You had that strong push up, strong push down, strong push up. You have the same thing going on, okay? This is where you want to enter. I mean, obviously you wanted to get on these dips down here when we talked about it, but this is probably like the fifth best time you can enter. Okay, so you want to buy time on it. Even has some hidden bullish divergence. This is very bullish, and like I said, this is where the small caps and high risk assets are going to end up outperforming a lot of these, the Metas and the Googles, because this stuff is already ran. Like, look at this, bro. Yeah, this is what you wanted to get into, a year ago, maybe even like 7 months ago. But right now, you want to be focusing on these smaller caps, okay? Anyways, let's move on. Put in the comments what stocks you guys want to look at. Netflix hits 1K this week, absolutely. Netflix and Amazon, these consumer services, we talked about this like 2-3 months ago, okay? Back when Netflix was 650 and 700, we told you guys these were going to be the next things, the next two stocks to go in the FANG, Amazon and Netflix. Why? Because they haven't gone yet, and they're breaking all-time highs in a bull market. When something breaks all-time highs in a bull market, the momentum continues and it blasts off and goes crazy, etc. Okay? That's just what happens. I don't make the rules, okay? I don't make the rules. That's just what happens. That's just what happens, okay? I'm going to tell you, that's just what happens. I see SoFi. I see people want to talk about PDD. I want to talk about some China as well. Definitely want to talk about some China stocks, okay? The reason I want to talk about China stocks is because if you're in the Discord, we caught Alibaba and Billy, before most people did. Back when I was telling you to buy this down here on, two streams ago, 2 YouTubes ago. I don't know, bro. But the reason this is probably another good entry is because it's come back into the buying area, and it is now in that bounce area as well. China is very bullish, by the way, okay? If you've been, oh my Lord. Hey, man. I'm rubbing my hands together like Birdman. Why? Because this is a perfect entry. And the reason we're looking at the Hang Seng Index is because you asked about PDD. You asked about PDD, so we have to look at the Hang Seng Index to see what China's doing overall. And China overall looks very bullish, okay? You have this in a, look, man, you have two confluences. And hold on, man. And you have it hidden, man, we're about to go crazy. There's 3 confluences, okay? There's literally 3 confluences that I'm seeing with the Hang Seng Index, and that, bro. Let's see what Baba doing. We're looking at PDD. Yeah. Now this is just ugly. Like, this is just, you want to definitely swing trade. Alibaba and China stocks, because look at this. This is just gaps up. We caught this entire move because we had some Alibaba 3-month out calls, right? That's what you want to be looking at again for something like Alibaba. The trend has shifted for China stocks, by the way. Okay, this has been a year-long trend where you have higher lows being formed. Okay, this is absolutely ready to go nuclear, and it's already been going crazy. Okay, if you've been catching it, this has been going crazy. All right, so even in a megaphone. So Hang Seng overall looks absolutely amazing. That's probably what I'm going to be paying attention to coming into this week. Is the Hang Seng. They got the stimulus coming out. They have a bunch of good things happening for it. Now for PDD, man, like, I don't know. I like PDD, but this isn't anything that I can see myself entering into. So I'm not gonna waste that much time on it. I'm just not. I like Billy a little bit more. I like Baba a little bit more, just because they haven't gone as crazy as something like PDD. Okay. Yes, PDD. You know what's funny? We literally begged you to buy PDD when it was $60 2 years ago, when it was about to take off. Okay, we were begging you to buy PDD down here, and we have YouTube videos. I think I even made like a TikTok about it, like 2 years ago, or around May of last year. This is the best time to buy PDD. And this is actually the strongest China stock in that index. This is the strongest China stock. And this is when Baba was going down, Billy was going down. I think the roles are going to reverse. So I'm more interested in, something like Billy, something like Alibaba, something like, XPEV, stuff like that. I mean, you could look at this, bro. You can look at this, and this looks absolutely incredible. Yeah, man. Billy looks good. And this is something that I would buy 3-month out calls. Please don't ask me. Please don't ask me if I'm looking at calls this week. I don't look at calls. I don't look at stuff this week, okay? If you know how to make money, or if you are struggling to make money, you probably are too impatient, okay? Most of you guys aren't traders anyways. And that's good, because swing traders and people who hold stuff for longer end up making more money. Now, of course, you have to be patient. All right? But I really like Billy. All right, let's look at other stocks, man. Let's look at other stocks. Put some stocks in the comments you guys want to look at. You want to look at Square. I see some Teslas. Tesla's already gone crazy, man. The Tesla's something that we talked about for some time now. Is about to reach the measure move that, somebody was asking me about Tesla calls last stream. Last time I went live like 2 weeks ago. And I was like, yeah, it's about to go to this measure move, which is 450. So, I think around 450 you see some more consolidation and it getting ready for its next move. I think Tesla's made a really good move. This isn't where you want to particularly buy it. Like, I wouldn't. Now, of course, it's going to continue to go up. I think it gets to 500. But you missed $100. You missed this consolidation move. You want to try to get into the next consolidation move. Or you can get in at 450, and then they're going to chop you out. They're going to drag you down. They're going to drag you back up. They're going to drag you down. They're going to drag you back up. And then your contracts are going to expire. And then they're going to make the move to the upside, okay? So if you miss this huge move to the upside, $100 move to the upside that we talked about 2 streams ago, there's probably a better thing that you can get into, okay? Rivian. Yeah, Rivian. I'd rather get into something like Rivian. Now, of course, this needs to break above $16 before it really gets a large move. $16.50, and then, it'll possibly make its way to $23. This looks good, though. Let me see. Yeah. This looks great. I'd rather get into something like this. I'd rather get into something like that. Put in the comments what other stocks you guys want to look at. I appreciate the people that are liking this live stream. It's free to like it. Like, I come on here, like, this information's good, bro. I forgot to look at Baidu. Let's look at Baidu. Baidu's another China stock. Now, China always has this weird price action. Like, look at this, bro. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me turn on something. I know why. I turned off something that I need to turn back on. I need to turn on the after hours trading. Where is settings at? Settings. Let me turn on the after hours trading. That's what I'm missing. I need extended trading hours. I need it. Yeah. So yeah, you look at something like, look at these China stocks. If we're coming in the next week and you're looking for some good swing trades to where you could get in and forget about it, you probably want to look at some China for right now. Like, we can find some other stocks. I see some people talking about Square in here, and Nvidia. We'll look at both of those. Those are probably 2 stocks that we're gonna look at. But if we're just looking at the beginning of this live stream and we're seeing and we're just looking at this stuff, we can clearly see that these China stocks are absolutely ready to go crazy, and they have great risk to reward, which is the main thing that you probably want to be paying attention to. Like, this is just good risk to reward. First of all, Baidu can run. We just saw this at 115 a couple months ago, where it literally was at this exact level, $90, and then in 7 days it ran to 115. It made a $25 move in a week. And we know Baidu, and we know AI. We know Baidu's an AI company. I mean, come on now. Come on now. And you have that huge weekly divergence. Yeah, man. This is probably going to be an amazing swing trade for these next couple months. We looked at the Hang Seng. The Hang Seng looks amazing, okay? The Hang Seng looks great. We know this is making higher lows and higher highs, okay? This is on this the trend has completely shifted, and this isn't a trend that's been for a week or, 2 weeks. This is a year-long trend. Okay? That means it's shifting. Like, this isn't like something that's taking place. Oh, the trend shifted only for a week. No, this is a year-long trend that's happening for China, and you have all that stimulus coming into them as well. So Baidu, Baba, these look amazing. All right, I just want to put that at, like, these look amazing. We didn't even talk about Riot. We didn't even talk about any crypto miners, which I love crypto miners. We didn't talk about none of those. But I see a lot of you guys don't talk about Square. Square, Square look good. It looks good. It looks good. It looks good. But I don't really see anything that I'm liking on it. I'm not seeing anything that I'm like, oh yeah, that's fire. Besides, like, maybe a nice dip buy, maybe. But other than that, like, I don't really see anything. Appreciate the roses and the GG. I appreciate the gifts, man. Appreciate them for sure. But yeah, I don't see anything. And when I don't see anything, like why would I sit here and spend time on Square, or spend time on something that doesn't look as good as some of the stuff that we've seen, which is China, the Hang Seng, Baba, Baidu. That stuff looks good. That stuff looks good. For Nvidia, this is something that we've been trying to tell you guys for some time now. Nvidia is probably headed down to 129. This isn't something that I long right here. And I even made like a Twitter. This is probably why you want to follow the Twitter. I told you, don't be bullish on something like, don't sit here and be bullish on something like Nvidia, okay? Look, man, we had a great day. We had a great week, fella, and we chowed down. This is what I made. Like, this is how good our week was. We ate real good last week based off some of the trades that we made last week. So we going crazy. We going crazy. You can clearly see we going crazy. But this is what we said for Nvidia. We said if you're bullish, don't be bullish on Nvidia until it can hold above 140. Okay. If you're bearish, this is a good entry. This is when it was sitting at 138 or 137.60. Around here. Why? Is because lower highs are being made. Okay. Once it gets above 140, that's when it'll make a new high that you see right here, which is a rejection zone that's been holding below since December 10th, 5 days. Even like before over here, you had it holding below. So this is something that's going to end up sliding all the way down to 129 in my opinion, okay? And that's been what we've been saying since it was, all the way up here. All right? So this is going to end up sliding down to 129, 130. This isn't a bullish chart. Like you can look at this. Let me show you. These are basically the same patterns, okay? When something isn't having enough strength to make that new high, like you saw right here, this is just some game that you can come back to and be like, oh, this is the same thing that was happening. Look, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, and then it has that slip slide down, okay? And then it finally gets enough momentum to make that new high because buyers step in right here. The same thing is happening right here, okay? You're getting lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Then you had that slip slide Friday. I think it's going to continue to slip slide down to 129, okay? So just be careful on something like that for Nvidia. That's what I'm looking at for. I wouldn't be bullish until you get that slip slide down to 129, which would make a whole lot of sense. All right, it make a whole lot of sense. What are we bullish on right here? But I do think it's gonna end up probably making one more move to 155, and that'll most likely mark the top for Nvidia. And you best believe this is gonna be one of the best shorts of 2025, in my opinion. Like in 2025, whenever the market turns bearish, we don't. I don't know when. Look, I don't know the timing. I just know I can look at these charts and go outside and see how people are feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go outside and be like, ah, yeah, job. It's hard to get a job. We're clearly in a recession. You can look at charts. You can look at stuff. When that time happens, this is most likely going to be the best short of 2025. I don't know when it's going to happen. Okay, 2025, 2026. I think it's going to be 2025, like probably around March or something. I don't know, April. I don't know. I'll be live and we'll be looking at the charts. But look at this. This is we're gonna short this down to like 30. Okay, this is gonna be the best short of 2026, 2025. My bad. All right, and it's already showing signs of slowing momentum as well. By the way, like this, the momentum is fading. You're not getting these huge, thick, green, big old candles like you were back in the beginning of this year. Look at this, boom, like God, boom, boom, boom. Now you're getting these. Look at this, people selling, bro. These are selling candles, by the way. Like this is human psychology at its finest. People are selling this, bro. All right, let's just get that out the way. People are selling that. All right, but anyways, let's move on. What other stocks you guys want to look at? Thoughts on Roku? Oh yeah, oh yeah. This is a small cap. This is a small cap. You see what Netflix is doing. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. $12 billion market cap. Small caps about to get it are about to get a nice run. This is clearly getting some nice consolidation. Yeah, this is clearly getting some nice consolidation. Now you do want to see a hold above like $84 for it to get ready for its next move to the upside. But yeah, this looks good. I mean, there's nothing much to really look at until this can start breaking above $84. Then it will be a lot more clear. Like I don't even want to put this in a flag or anything, or I want to see a hold above $84. But if you look at the weekly, which I like looking at bigger time frames, and this is probably even a good trade that you can get into and buy like longer term contracts, maybe like the $100 or $90 March calls or something. I don't know, but this looks decent. Okay, this looks decent. It looks decent. I'll give it that. It looks decent. Weekly, weekly, it even held above this level that you see right here. I like it. I like it because you have a clear setup. This is a clear setup. You have almost the same exact setup that you had back here. Okay? But now what we're having is a different time where small caps are actually bullish during this time, okay? So back here in November, actually the same time last year, November 2023, this was happening around the same time, Thanksgiving, Christmas, etc. This is like the same time. This wasn't small cap season, this was still big cap season, and the bull market was really just getting its legs. But now you have small cap season around the same time, and it's kind of forming the same setup. I'm anticipating this to boom, where we thought where it should have went last year. Okay, so I like Roku. I think it's a good it goes with the narrative. Like we have the small cap season, Netflix is hitting $1,000. This is a consumer stock. I think consumer stocks are gonna get a nice boost. I like it. I like it. Now I don't really like how Roku moves. It chops a lot and it plays around a lot. But in terms of this holding above $80, which I mean, just look at this. This is an easy setup. This is an easy risk to reward setup. Where if you're wrong, you wait for a weekly close below $80. And if you're right, you have all this upside. You have all this room to the upside. So you have minimum risk, which is just $2. Like you only miss out on like $2. And then you have all this upside, okay? And what you got to realize, Roku not profitable. That's good analysis. In a bull market, it don't matter. It don't matter, okay? That's the beauty of some of the euphorium, okay? It don't matter. It does not matter. Now, when a bear market comes, yeah, it's gonna matter. In a bull market, it don't matter. All right, it don't matter. All right, in a bull market, profitable, not profitable, doesn't matter. I mean, you can see that in some of these crypto. You can see you can see that in some of these crypto coins, right? You can literally see that in some of these crypto coins where you got Fart Coin posting $1 billion market cap and it don't do nothing. It's just Fart Coin. You think I'm playing? Like there's really something called Fart Coin, and it's at like $1 billion almost, and it doesn't do anything. It just doesn't do anything. All right, put in the comments what the stocks you guys want to look at. We'll take a peek at them. Appreciate the people that keep liking this video. All right, it's free to like it. I'm on here for free. The stuff that I talk about on here is usually right, by the way. I mean, you can look at some of the history. We've been live. We go live a lot. You can look at some of the history. This stuff be hitting. And we come back to it and we're like, yeah, it hit. What's next? All right. We come back to some of this stuff and we're like, yeah, it hit. What's next? Let's look at some other stuff. And then, we go from there. Let's look at Nike. Let's look at Nike. Yeah. What did I just say about consumer stocks? We looked at IWM already. What did I just say about consumer stocks? Consumer stocks are ready to go. And honestly, Nike looks really, really good right here. And the reason it looks so good right here is because I always tell you guys about the setup where it doesn't make a double bottom, but it stops like 3/4 of the way. It stops like 3/4 of the way, and then you see that huge move to the upside. I think Nike can actually make a huge move to the upside. Great risk to reward right here, to where if you're wrong, you're not that wrong. Like you can stop out at $76 if it breaks below. If it breaks below and holds below $76 on a weekly time frame, I really, really like Nike right here. I really do. And even on a daily time frame, like this is a candle that's trying to get bought up. It even held above, like it held above right here. It held above $77. And if you look at historically what's been happening with $77, let me show you. It didn't hold above $77 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. It didn't hold above $77. It wicked right there, but it never held above there on a daily time frame, and then you had it go all the way to $72. Now what you're having is it holding above $77 for 1, 2, however many days this is. Okay, it's holding above. So you could take that and you could be like, as long as it holds above $77, it's bullish. Even like right here, this is actually where you want to pay attention to it the most. It bounced from $77 and went all the way to $91. And like I said, what you're seeing right now is the tail end of the bull market, to where you're going to see, in my opinion, consumer stocks go crazy. You're going to see these Nikes go crazy. You're going to see mid caps and small caps go crazy. And that's going to end up being the euphorium stage. Okay, so I actually like Nike right here. Now, does it make it to all-time highs? That's tough to say. That's tough to say. That's a long way. I don't know. But I do know Nike looks amazing right here for a move, probably back to $100. And of course, I'm not talking about next week. Stop looking at next week. Stop thinking about next week. Think about where Nike's going to be in the next 3-4 months. Okay, so when you're looking to buy some Nike calls, when you're going through the option chain, when you're going through the option chain of Nike, don't even look, man, close everything and scroll down till you see March or April or something. I don't know. Scroll down a little bit more. Scroll down a little bit longer. But yeah, Nike looks good. This is probably on my watch list. I like it. And even if we go to a smaller time frame, like the 4-hour, look at these. I love when I see these candles that are like this, where they have huge wicks, and each wick hits that. Like, look at this, $77 held above, held it up. Man, the risk to reward is amazing. You lose, it's amazing. Okay, it's amazing. Nike's probably one that I'm watching coming in the next week. Shout out to whoever said Nike. It's a good one. It's a good one. We must have had a red week or something. Did we have a red week? Why is there a lot of good setups? we didn't. We just have some good setups, I guess. I don't know. We just have some good setups. All right, that's what we got. We got some good setups. Put in the comments what stocks you guys want to look at. I see somebody spamming Adobe. Adobe, what do you think? What do you think on Adobe? I had some calls Friday. I'm actually gonna look at this one because that's funny. Bro got some calls for Friday. He panicking. Bro's panicking. He got some calls for Friday. We're gonna see, bro. We're gonna see. Oh man. Oh man. Hopefully you got him at the close of, you know. Yeah, bro. Like, did it have earnings? This must have been an earnings play. Why are you getting the earnings, bro? You know, I don't care. This is your money. But usually what I see happen on earnings plays is that you get this steep. It had a steep move down for earnings, and then it kept going and kept going. You know, you might get a nice dead cat bounce or something. I don't know, bro. But I don't want to spend too much time on this one because what usually happens is what usually happens for earnings is it keeps going down. So you get a slight move to the upside, and then it keeps going down, and then that second dip is usually where you want to buy it, and then that's what takes it back to the upside. But you know, I don't know, bro. This had earnings. I don't like looking at stuff that had earnings, but I tell you right here is where a bounce is probable. But if not, if you don't get that bounce at if you don't get that bounce on Monday and next week, which at 462, 461, bro, this is going down. It's gonna break this support right here, and it's gonna come down, and then, like I said, it's probably gonna end up around 410, 420, around there, okay? Because it's not about to double bottom right there. I'm just gonna tell you right now, bro. If it doesn't hold above 462, where I like to set up a whole lot to where you have that low right here, and then it doesn't go to the double bottom. It goes like to that 3/4 mark, like we talked about in the stream, like right here. Then it can start making this move to the upside. But if it doesn't hold that 462, bro, I'm telling you right now, this is going to like 410. All right, don't even look for the double bottom. Don't even look for it, bro. It's not double bottoming, and you're most likely gonna be down and out a little bit of money. Okay, but like I said, this is a good bounce area for it. It could bounce right here. I like it right here to bounce at 462. No bounce right there, bro. You're done. You're done. And, you played an earnings play. You know what you got into, bro. You know what you did. You know what you did. So at the end of the day, it's kind of funny, bro. It's kind of funny. And also, I don't even know why you would get into calls, like if you were to get into calls for the earnings. And this is just some game for, just for future reference. This is making these lower highs. Like, look at this. This is making lower highs. Not something that you want to get into for calls. All right, now if it would have closed above like 580, like if you had it close above 580 and then it had earnings, this would probably would have went crazy. But every single time this gives a nice pump, like you saw right here, nice pump, you get that people selling off, and then you get the nice pump, and then people sell off, and then you get a nice pump, and then people selling off again, man. This is gonna go down. All right, 462. If it doesn't hold right there, get out. Just some game, okay? Like, I've been doing this for 8-9 years. Just a little bit of game. Just a little bit of game. But yeah, let's move on. Let's look at some other stocks. Let's look at some other stocks, man. What you guys want to look at? What you got? AMD. Check out Lou, Q's, PayPal, Riot, Chewy, Arc. Let's look at Arc. If I skip over what you're saying, it's only because I kind of know what the chart looks like, and I know it's not something that has good risk to reward, or even as a chart that I would potentially get into that has a lot of money that you can make from it, okay? The reason I'm looking at ARK is because I know something on the back end that's going to probably have ARK go to $100, okay? You're like, boy, what do you know? Okay, ARK is a small cap. Bro, this is a small cap merchant. Hold on, let's see what they've been buying, bro. We've been talking about small caps this entire stream. ARK is a small cap merchant. All they mess with is small caps. Tesla, PLTR. Hold on, I want to see what they've been buying. I don't know what they've been buying. Amazon, AMD. Who cares? They own a lot of Coinbase, I think, don't they? Yeah, they own a whole lot of Coinbase. They own a whole lot of Amazon, which we know Amazon's about to go crazy. DraftKings, Shopify, AMD. Okay, so we know Amazon's target is to 250. Okay, we know Coinbase and crypto is going to end up going crazy. We know small caps overall are actually going to end up going crazy. To be honest, if you look at ARK right now, this is probably one of the better entries that you can get, especially when you look at the weekly, to where once this broke out from this consolidation range that you see at $50, it broke out. This has just been having green candle after green candle. You had this one red candle. Guess what time that was? That was the best time to buy, where it closed at $52, because the next week it closed at 57, okay? And then it just had 3 green weeks, and now you have this red candle again. So this is probably actually a really good time to get into ARK. This is a small cap merchant, okay? These are the type of stocks you want to be paying attention to on this tail end of the bull run, because these have the most potential and the highest percentage of you just winning. Okay, if you want to win and you want to win consistently at a high percentile rate, you probably want to look at something like ARK. Okay. Yeah, they're like a small cap, mid cap. Same, not the same thing, but like you get what I'm saying. Like this is what you want to pay attention to. Okay, when I'm looking at big caps, I'm thinking about the Qs, which has already gone crazy. You know, I'm not thinking about SPY, which we knew this was gonna do this. This is going crazy. I'm talking about ARK, which is a small cap, mid cap merchant. Okay, this is about to go crazy. And how do I know that? The last time small caps went crazy, you saw what ARK did, okay? Now, I don't know if this run is going to be the exact same, but it should give you a move to $89, okay? That's just minimum. Minimum $89. And we're looking at something like ARK. When we're looking at something like ARK, when we're looking at small caps, when we're looking at stocks, man, look for 3, 4, 5 months out, okay? I want to guarantee you money. Sure, it might come a little slower. Sure, you might have to be a little bit more patient. But it's better than hyper gambling on some weekly contracts when weeklies are you're trading against a supercomputer, bro. You think you're trading against a human? You think you're trading against a human, bro? Yeah, you probably trade against some bums. Like, you know, I'm a bum technically because I'm not trading with billions and millions of dollars. You're not trading against... Come on, bro. You train against a supercomputer. But that supercomputer has one direction that it does plan on taking this stock, and that's to $89, okay? And if you get enough time, if you're patient enough, you should get there. And this is now breaking above 70. This is what I love to see in a bull market. And a lot of people may think this is, let me move my camera. I got to show you this. Because a lot of people think the opposite. When this gets above 70, a lot of people think that's like overbought. Yeah, overbought. Not in a bull market. It's actually the opposite. This is about to go crazy. There's momentum now. There's a whole lot of momentum on something like ARK when the RSI can get above 70. Okay, and I can show you plenty of examples, but I'll just go to NVIDIA and I'll show you what happened when this got above 70, okay? And let's just do it from this run. We'll just do it from this run, okay? Every single time this got above 70. All right, let me show you. Okay? It got above 70 right here. Yeah, this is when it got above 70, okay? You can look at okay, it got above 70 right here. Now a lot of people think this is overbought, right? Nah, bro. No, this is about to go nuclear, actually. This is going to go nuclear, okay? And that's exactly what it did. It went from 55 and doubled all the way up to 100. Okay, you saw the RSI as high as 90. All right, and then it had a little cool down, and then it got above 70 again right here. Okay, I'm trying to mark these as best as I can, but it always happens before the huge run. Okay, so you had it around $91 right here when it got above 70. It went all the way to 140, and you could have missed out on that entire game because you're thinking it's overbought. You're thinking this is a time. The book said above 70, bro. That's overbought. But I'm here to tell you, in the bull market, the rules change. Okay, the rules change. That's actually where it's gonna get super bullish, and I can show you plentiful of examples. But I'm just gonna show you NVIDIA. And I think the same thing is going to happen with ARK, to where this thing is getting above 70. And like it even happened with ARK over here, like when it actually had its big run at the same level, which is hilarious. Look, man, I'm just here to give game. But yeah, the 70 at the same level, it got above 70, and then it literally took you to around $93, around right here, and it just stayed above 70 this entire time. It just bounced and etc. and got above 70 again, and it stayed, and it ultimately ended around 150, just bouncing and staying around 70. Okay, and then it had that huge correction, never got above 70 again. Okay, so now that it's holding above, wow, that's incredible. That's incredible. It never got above 70 again. It never got above 70 again. Right here it didn't. Down here it didn't. Over here when it tried, like all these were trying opportunities, but now you have the try to where it finally got above 70. Man, I bet you probably look, man, I think ARK is an amazing 4 or 5 month out long-term swing, leap play, whatever you want to get into right here. Based off what I just said. It's finally above 70. The momentum is now there. All right, so I love ARK. Whoever said ARK, shout out to you. I think that's a really good one. And it should go crazy. I don't know. It should. Appreciate the people that keep liking this video. You're what's making me stay on this stream for longer, by the way. Like if you keep liking this video, I'm just gonna stay on. It's free to like it. I just gave you like what people would charge you for free. Literally. I should have charged y'all for that now. I should have charged y'all for that, bro. Alright, anyways, let's move on. Put in the comments what other stocks you guys want to look at, we'll look at them. Yeah, I should have charged y'all for that, man. Next time I'm charging y'all. I'm gonna put up a pay window. Put up a pay window, bro. Put up a pay window. It's just gonna stop the stream, and then the people that paid get to see it. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Y'all think y'all about to get? Come on, man. Y'all think y'all gonna get free information? Information ain't free. This information ain't free. What's wrong with you, man? Yeah, pay to see. yeah, you gonna pay to see. This ain't free. You know what? How I do it, man. How I do it. What you drinking, bro? Let me see. Just a Red Bull, man. Just a Red Bull. Alright, you're gonna look at BA. My boy CM actually got in a BA when it was at the bottom. Like I said, this is giving, I actually wish I paid attention more to it, because this is giving the setup of a lifetime. The setup to where it doesn't go, look, these setups that I'm talking about aren't like, I don't think a lot of people know these setups. A lot of people are probably waiting for that, it's a double bottom right here. It didn't double bottom. It stopped 3/4 of the way. Okay, and now this was probably the most bullish time to buy it. It was actually. I still like it. I would like it even more if it gave a nice pullback. Will it? I don't know. What usually happens with BA, once it gets started, it just doesn't stop, kind of like what you see most of the time when it gets those runs, and then it just consolidates for a long time. So BA is most likely going to just continue to rip to the upside. I have a price target to probably around 218, which would make a whole lot of sense. Okay, so I think BA gets to around 218. This is probably a good long swing, to be honest with you, but I missed it. Like, I missed $20. Like, this moved $30 from the bottom a month ago. Okay, so do I still think BA is good? Yeah. I think it gets to around 218. This is an amazing setup, but I like getting in stuff on good entries. It hasn't gave a good entry since like right here, but this wasn't even that great of an entry. So yeah, I still like it, but I'll be looking to get long term for it. All right, I have to take a piss. Yeah, yeah, I gotta take a piss. So yeah, I gotta take a piss. I'll stay on for a little bit longer because I think there's a lot of good setups. We've seen so many. Like somebody keeps asking about Baba, and at the beginning of the stream we said Baba was the best stock, or not the best stock, but one of the best setups because if you look at the Hang Seng is absolutely ready to go. It's in a huge buying area, huge confluences. It looks great. Okay, but I have to go to the bathroom, so give me like 2 seconds. Somebody said that damn Red Bull. Have me pissing out gasoline. I was pissing out oil. Um, Thoughts on Square, CMC, or CMCI or SMCI? Let me see. Uh, I like it at $30. I like it at $30. This usually follows Nvidia, maybe even like 27 to be completely honest with you. But this usually follows what Nvidia's doing, and Nvidia's been on a downtrend, and you don't really, it's just not doing that much. I think there's better things you can get into, like AI. Like, are you kidding me? Look at this. What did I just say about small caps too? Yeah, man. Yeah, had earnings too, bro. Bro, this is a great setup. Great risk to reward. Curling up, forming higher these higher lows that you're seeing, like right here, right here, right here. This looks great. This is great. Even if you look at the monthly, hold on, bro. And it's a small cap. I would rather get into something like this than SMCI. Like, I don't even like drawing bull flags, but this is clearly breaking out, having a nice little pullback as well. Price target could easily take you back to $60 on something like AI. Okay, it's literally AI, bro. The tickers is literally AI. Come on, man. It doesn't get any more bullish than that. Now, this is the first time I'm actually seeing somebody say Riot, or maybe not the first time, but a couple of times. Riot, look, man, I shouldn't even have to sell you on this anymore. This is probably the stock that I'm most bullish on heading into, bro. If you don't have a crypto miner in your portfolio somewhere, you're gonna end up missing. You're gonna end up missing a whole lot of money. I mean, same thing when we talked about MSTR back when it was down here, and I was begging you to buy at $30. I mean, pre-split it was $300. I was telling you it was getting to 3,000, and it did get to 3,000. It got to 4,000. pre-split, you know, you can put those in the same numbers. You know, $30. It went all the way to $400. Okay, I was telling you to buy at $30. It went to $400. Made a whole bunch of money on something like MSTR. Like if you go to the TikTok right now, I said this is the best investment you can get into when it was $30. I pinned it. I was like, yeah, bro, like this is the best investment you can get into. And I was telling you that last year in like March. He said, you don't just look at the chart, you read the financial report. Not in the bull market, okay? Not in a bull. Now, of course, you could look at the financial stuff and yada, yada, yada. But in the bull market, is a little bit different. A little bit different. If you look at MSTR, the same thing that I was telling you for MSTR is the same thing. Maybe on a lesser extent, just because MSTR was like obvious. Like that was like, bro, like this is definitely gonna go crazy. But Riot is on the same sort of timing to where I think this is really gonna go crazy. And if I'm talking about Riot, I'm talking about Mara as well, okay? Crypto miners in general. Okay? If you look at Riot, bro. If you look at Riot, what do you see? Like, this looks bearish to you? This looks bearish to you. Yeah? This looks bearish to you, man? No. Highest volume week that it has had ever. Ever. Like, this is gonna go crazy. This is gonna go crazy. If you don't have some leaps for something like Riot, for something like Mario, you're probably missing out on some very easy money that you can make on something that is very high reward and minimum risk. Like, this is the highest reward play that you could probably get into the market right now. Yeah. Highest reward potential. I mean, you see what happened last time you had miners go stupid in 2017. You see what happened the last time in 2021 where it went to $70. We caught this. I had a lot of people in the chat that caught this. The contract went over like 7,000%. That's a 70x because we got this at $4. Now we got to get it at, you know, I think we got him at like $10 or I don't know when we got him. We got him in here though. But this is going to end up going to $120. Okay, why? Because it is now having a higher consolidation period. This consolidation period was happening around $1 to like $5. $1 to $5. This whole consolidation period. Then it took off to 70. This one's happening from $5 to 20. Yes, I think this is going to $120. Now minimum, like just conservative, $80. You know, I'm just conservative 80. But where this could potentially go is 100 plus. Okay. What leaps would you recommend? Look, we have a holiday sale inside the Discord. Join the Discord, get the holiday sale, and look at the contracts that we have. Code Xmas, link in bio. Xmas, XMAS. So yeah, Riot looks amazing. What is a super cycle? It's just a term people use for it going higher than the previous cycle, okay? That's the easiest way I could put it. Super cycle is like a keyword or a buzzword. I don't know. Don't know. It just means it's going higher than the previous cycle. So the all-time high that you see for Bitcoin at 70, a super cycle would take it to 125 or something. I don't know. We already looked at IWM. Put in the comments what other stocks you guys want to look at. Riot, ARK, Coin. Got it. Yeah, those are probably going to go crazy. Those are probably going to go crazy, especially Coin. Coins are really going. Coins are really good one. Especially, look, when you see this setup to where it's having higher lows, that means every single dip, people are buying this, bro. Candles are psychology at the end of the day. People are buying this. And this setup kind of reminds me of Tesla a little bit. This is just messy, but it reminds me of Tesla a little bit, okay? And this is getting really tight. We can look at Tesla. It looks like this. You had these higher lows. and then it just took off. Coin, in my opinion, should do the exact same thing. Price target on this gets a lot bigger though, to around $460. Okay, some of you guys are gonna look at that and be like, "No, you're wrong." But hey, we're gonna come back. But appreciate you guys for coming into the live stream. And even if you even if you look at coin, hidden bull diverging, bro. Hidden bull diverging. Higher highs or higher lows, and this thing is hidden bull diverging as it goes up, man. That's the most bullish thing you can see. Most bullish thing that you can see. Now, Coinbase is expensive, though. I agree. Like Coinbase is expensive. That's why you can go with Riot, or you can go with something else. Riot is gonna go insane as well. You can look at this consolidation, absolutely bullish. Absolutely bullish. Now, once it gets above 70, like we always say, this is probably gonna go nuclear. Okay, it needs above 70 RSI. You can see what happens every time it goes above 70 RSI. It goes absolutely crazy. Okay, which I think is gonna happen. I think this is gonna end up going up. Look, man, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But if you guys want to make some money, you would buy 4 to 5 month out contracts on Riot. Shoot, probably even 3. Okay, but you would buy Riot. Even shares. Like if you just want to chill, you don't want to have to worry about too much. Just buy shares. All right. Just buy shares. But if you guys don't have any more stocks you guys want to look at, look, man, we're gonna get up out of here. We are gonna get up out of here. Bitcoin will outperform Riot. Bro, what? Man, what are you saying, bro? Alright, man, Bitcoin will outperform Riot. You must have just learned the term outperform yesterday, bro. That doesn't even make any sense. Nah, he's trolling. He's trolling. He said, have you checked the financials? He said, have you checked the financials? How much debt they got? Bro, I don't think you understand, though. I don't think you understand, dude. I don't think you understand. For Bitcoin to outperform Riot, look, man, I'm just going to teach you a basic lesson on market cap because I think this is actually beneficial for a lot of people, okay? Bitcoin will outperform Riot. Now, for Bitcoin to outperform Riot can't get to $25, and that's just a double. That's just the market cap going from 4 billion to 8 billion. Okay, so that's 100%. All right, for Bitcoin to 100%, for it to get to 100, for it to get to 100,000 to 200,000, it'll need to go from 2 trillion to 4 trillion. In Bitcoin, I don't even think this is gonna get to 200K this cycle. Okay, but it would need to put on 2 trillion. This just needs to put on 4 billion. Look, man. I don't. All right, bro, you got it, man. I don't even want to. He don't know, bro. He doesn't know. I don't want to argue, bro. Like, he just don't know. Like, he doesn't know. He doesn't know, and that's okay. That's okay, man. We are. You just don't know, bro. I don't think he's joking. He's dead serious, bro. I can look at his profile picture and tell, like, this dude's serious. He's serious right now. He's very serious. He's very serious. He really thinks Bitcoin is going to outperform Riot. Like, Riot don't even need to move that much to outperform Bitcoin. It needs to get to $25. It needs to get to $25. That's it. Make sure you guys are following the Twitter. Go to the Twitter. A lot of people are asking about it. Follow the Twitter. And if you follow the Twitter, We have amazing things on there, okay? Amazing things on there. Sometimes we even give plays. Now you can look at this. Sometimes we even give plays. Huge buying area on Amazon opening December 20th, 220 at $67. He think Bitcoin gonna explode 100% again. If Bitcoin explodes 100% again, Riot is most likely gonna go absolutely crazy and go 500%. It's a win-win, but yo, make sure you guys are following Twitter, man. They said I was using tobacco, bro. You guys got me, man. It said I'm banned, not banned, but they said I'm restricted because of something, bro. They said I'm showing tobacco. They said I'm showing tobacco because look, bro. They got bro on here, man. This a comment. Yo, TikTok policing, bro. But yeah, make sure you guys follow on Twitter. Bro, coin has bearish divergence. Where? On the daily? Eh. That doesn't really, you know, that doesn't really scare me too much. That doesn't really scare me too much. Alright? That doesn't really scare me too much. But appreciate you guys for tuning into this live stream. I hope some of you guys learned some things. And guess what? We're gonna come like the beauty of the market is we can come back. We can come back on this in 2 months and see what was right and see what was wrong. See who said something that wasn't right. See who said something that was wrong. That's the beauty of the market, in my opinion. Like we can always come back. Me personally, I'm usually on the right side of the trade. Usually. All right. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. And I'm out. Peace.